Knockoffs are abundant everywhere and can be really annoying when trying to shop for a legit figure. Other times they can be just thrown in the box like packing material. I'm not even joking, that's what happened here. If you've ever ordered from Sirtoys before or even heard of them, they mostly sell knockoffs. They have some legit figures and a lot of third-party stuff on their site, but knockoffs are where they shine. Like, what is this? Or this? Or what is this? Or what is this? Actually, I bought this. But they have a lot of random stuff, and that's what gets me, is a lot of this is actually sold. Who's buying this stuff? Like, what the hell? Now, this isn't a sponsored video technically. I wasn't asked to make this. But there is an affiliate link in the description if you want to go browse their site or buy something off there. So check them out, link in the description below. But I'm going to be taking a look at some of the freebies that they just pack into your package. Also, on a side note, this is just a tip, if you order from Sirtoys, create an account before you do so, because then your tracking number just goes right in there and it makes it just easier to track things. Now, one of the things Sirtoys does when you order is they throw in a little freebie. Usually it's like a little Minicon or Micromaster of some kind, and I have a bunch of those lying around. But the last few orders, they've just like thrown the most random things in the packaging, and all the stuff you see in front of you was thrown in with my JD Red Knight order. So let's get into them, shall we? Starting with Super Megatron. These colors, man, oh my god, I know why knockoffs have colors like this and like hardly any paint, but it's just, what the hell? This thing has some of the traits of Super Megatron that gives it away, but it's very bad. And it feels like crap. It really feels bad. Like, the plastics are so hollow and see-through, it's just so bad. But like, it's just a knockoff, so like, what do you expect? This is also sold on their website with like that Springer that Bolt Matrix looked at a little bit ago that I also got in my Sentinel Prime. So like, you get a bunch of stuff, but they just threw the yellow one in. It parts forms because, well, cheap knockoff, and the alt mode is, ooh, it's fugly. It's just yellow and silver and red, and it's bad, and like, it's just dumb, and this thing is so weird. I just can't think when I look at it. It's a thing that exists that I now own for some reason. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Next in line, we have these little vehicle things, and they surprised me greatly. I love these little things. They're all so neat. I mean, they have their issues, and they did come with a little baggie full of their guns, which I have since lost. So there's that. But the vehicles are sick. There are two teams, what I'm calling Ground Force and not Ground Force. Ground Force is green, and the vehicles they're very nice. The plastic feels really, really good, surprisingly. Like, really good. It shocked me when I opened them up because they felt awesome. Like, and the paintwork, while minimum, is not bad at all. Could have used an extra coat, but it is still pretty sick. They are very small, like Legion to Legend scale, but they look neat. Now, the not Ground Force is odd. Because why is one of them darker blue? Like, why is it a dark blue and the rest are light blue? It kind of just ruins the whole set, but hey, cheap knockoff, so there's that. The vehicles also aren't as great as Ground Team for not Ground Team. They don't hide their limbs very well, but given their size, it's not that much of a bother. Now, they all look great in their alt modes, and the robot modes are pretty poopy. Not Ground Team really excels at the robot modes over Ground Team, which look like shit. But overall, they're just a nice set with only arm articulation, but yeah, and they do combine. This looks actually not that bad. The random blue change is a little weird, but it's the middle of the torso, so it kind of works, but the whole thing just looks neat. It's not stable though, so there's that issue there. It has wheels for feet. I also didn't know this combined till Sirtoys actually sent me the listing for it. Now on to this, which has to be the coolest free thing I've ever received. It's a combiner team. Yes, this is also a combiner team. It's a construction and military shtick thing. I don't know, it's odd. But this is a knockoff of something real. Bolt Matrix actually did a review of the real one. I'll link it in the description so if you want to see it. But this set feels good and not so good. So the plastic feels wonky in places, and like the propellers of the helicopter do like to fall off all the time, but it's a neat set. They are missing some transformation steps from the official version of this thing, who is also absolutely massive, and this is a downscale. The one thing is that the combined mode bits don't really have anywhere to store properly other than the chest piece and the PP, but knockoff. Robots actually look half decent too, which is shocking. Like, I was pleasantly surprised by how how they look. They look neat. I even showed it to a bunch of people and they're like, those actually look pretty cool. But they pose like shit. They are also like third-party Legends scale to deluxe scale, so they aren't that badly sized either. Their colors are so strange to me though, because like dark blue, light blue, yellow, red, then pink. A pink cement truck. A green cement truck I could kind of see with Mixmaster. But a pink one? No. Unless you painted your cement truck pink. Combine mode is really cool, but the pink fella has no heel support on the knockoff, so I have to use the hands to like keep them standing. But it does look neat. I like how it uses an existing robot head to make the combine mode head. It's just wearing a top hat. But it can't really do much as a combiner except fall over or flail its arms. I would say that was the best set out of the random crap thrown into that specific order, but there's this. It's not the best because it's good. It's the best because, well, the fucking chicken Optimus. It's Optimus Prime with Age of Extinction's chest, weird ass arms, someone's lower legs that I know I've seen before but can't remember who they are, Predaking's head and wings. It's so stupid and I love it. It's just a friggin' chicken Optimus with Predaking's heads as shoulder pads. The alt mode is also super dumb. It's Predaking but bad, and it makes me laugh every time I look at it. This thing will stay in my collection until it breaks. It's so friggin' goofy. I love it. But like, what do I do with them? Where do I display this? What shall I do with these bits of plastic waste? I mean, to be fair, all of this is plastic waste, but it's plastic waste that I and many others enjoy. But the random stuff, I have no idea where it goes. Like, where am I gonna put this? I don't understand. Also, surprisingly, Chicken Optimus has very good posability. But this is the random ass stuff you can find on Sirtoys. It's really funny. My friends and I will go sit on there for like hours just scrolling through the website. I actually did this with Brian from T Fan Page a while back. Go subscribe to him, by the way. And we found the funniest bumblebees and primes because there's so many of those on there. They're just hilarious. But yeah, that's knockoffs. Again, I have a link to their site. They sell loads of third-party stuff for slightly cheaper than other places, so you can check that out if you want to. And sometimes you can find even really cool things like JD Red Knight. A lot of people were telling me to either like smash them like Theo. I'm not gonna do that. That's his shtick, not mine. He could keep that. I'll shoot them with the sniper rifle maybe one day. Who knows? So I'm actually gonna, use this. It's sitting on the chair here. You can't see it. I'm using my phone because I really don't feel like setting up my DSLR and getting the whole thing done. Anyways, also a package arrived while I was filming this. My Magic Square Minosaur is on the floor. So that's exciting. But let's load this thing up. Someone was mad I didn't do that during the tactical reloads thing, but this is not an MP5. It's not... Anyways, let's do it now. This thing sucks for aiming. So let's see if I can... Let's try that again. Well, that was anticlimactic. Hey, it fell over. Let's do a 360 no-scope. I don't know if that was the bullet or the gun itself that hit the thing, but I still hit it. Anyways, thank you very much for watching me look at a bunch of random ass knockoffs. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Oh, I had so much fun making that.